Hello friends, welcome to Days in Life. Friends, pharma industry is full of traditions and customs. And it's needless to say that all these customs or all these traditions have some backgrounds, some logics and some generic requirement also. See, problem only lies with the updation of these systems or the traditions. Something which was relevant yesterday may not be so much relevant today, or something which was used in certain way some year back may be required but may not be in the same line, same extent today. So today we'll talk about one such tradition, that is RCPA. RCPA stands for the Retail Call Prescription Audit. Old, our can say, or not I'll say old, our senior professionals will remember it by heart because we used to do a lot. Younger generation may question what is RCPA. So for the last 50-60 years or so, we have tradition of doing RCPA. In fact, we used to do, keep a register, a big register for doing the same, and this register used to draw some lines with some scale, name of the chemist, name of the doctor, unit per week, prescription, blah blah, all those things, big story used to be there, and which was religiously being checked by the managers because it was very important work done by the medical rep. In fact, some of the companies, they used to give every month a pre-printed register to the field staff. Something like companies give the diaries, they used to give the pre-printed register also with all the lines drawn so that you can do the proper RCPA, and after a month you have to submit to your managers. This was very important things. Those days chemist or retailer used to spread over the city or town, some being prominent retail counter in the city, something like, we talk about Lucknow, somebody has to be there in IT Chowk, somebody has to be in the Kesar Bagh, somebody has to be there, maybe Aminabad. Okay, these are the retailer, if you are not getting any medicine anywhere, you will get there. Which means some retailer, they used to have big range of the product and almost all the medicines you will get there, and that kind of reputation they used to have in the doctor's mind or in the pharma company's mind. So once a doctor prescribe a product, this prescription can go anywhere in the same locality, in the nearby locality, or in the top retailer of the town. And as a pharma professional, we need to visit all these retailers to take a feedback. What was source of prescription or what was source of their sale, because those days you can say self-medications was very low. Now, whatever prescription they got, this pharmacist got, we ask her from where you got the prescription, which doctor, how much quantity you are they're writing once in a weekly or daily, all those kind of feedback used to get. And this feedback basis, we used to develop which doctor to target for which product, and that's how the things goes on. So RCPA used to be very important. Now, during the doctor's call, we used to use this RCPA or this data where we can request to the doctor, we can acknowledge their support, or we can pressurize doctor to write our prescription or our brand. Therefore, RCPA was must, and it has direct connected with the in-clinic effectiveness. So we can't be effective in the clinic if we have not done the proper RCPA or if we have not utilized the RCPA. But now, if you look at, say, now I'm talking about change from last few years. Now with the passage of time, many of the doctors have their own pharmacies. Some doctors have these nearby attached counters. Some doctors are practicing in private hospitals or in the corporate hospitals, and these hospitals, they have their own pharmacies. Therefore, one thing is there, now it become almost certain where the prescription will go, because either it go to nearby counter, doctor's own pharmacy, or the hospital pharmacy. So now, no need to visit several retailers to get feedback about some doctors or same doctors. So RCPA area has got very limitation now. The second change we are seeing now, these pharmacies, which may or may not give us a feedback as per the doctor's or hospital instruction. Suppose a doctor has his own pharmacy. Now what feedback he will give against his owner, which may or may not suits him. Or somewhere there is an attached pharmacy. Doctor may say this attached pharmacy not to give feedback or not to entertain medical reps about the feedback, what I'm writing, what I'm not writing. Same way, when pharmacy in the hospitals, inside the hospital, private hospital, corporate hospitals, why they will give the feedback to the medical rep? First of all, giving time itself becomes the question mark, and giving feedback further, many of the hospital are opposed to this. So this is second change. Third change. Now doctors are no more to take your pressure as a part of personal selling. olden days, we used to criticize doctor, okay, doctor, you're not writing my product, or you're writing so and so prescription, or so and so company's product, or so and so brand, you're not writing me. Now many of the cases we can't do that, because doctors are not willing to take that kind of pressure, or that kind of tactics are not going to work until and unless you have some or other kind of CRM commitment or so. So this one change, this reduce the role of RCPA in the in-clinic effectiveness. However, it does not finish the role of RCPA, as once you know the data, once you know the detail, you can still communicate with the doctor and you can request. You cannot pressurize, but you can request or you can acknowledge. A fourth change we are seeing, pharmacy itself is becoming one business. Like hospital pharmacy, this is one of big earning source. Attached pharmacy, big earning source. Doctor's own pharmacy, one earning source. In such cases, these pharmacies, they push the doctor, or they ask doctor to write or to prescribe what, not to prescribe, not vice versa. So in olden days, where the doctor used to dictate the terms, now pharmacies also has some say what doctor going to write. And this is something which add commerce aspect to this relationship aspect. So RCPA remain important, but not the way it used to be, say 20 year back, 30 year back, or 40 year back. With the passage of time, the relevance of the RCPA is reducing and certainly changing. So now if we look at, say, what we can learn from this, so we can conclude that with the changing time, or you can say with the changing pharma business dynamics, we need to change our marketing practice and the priorities. We should not stick to our decade-old practice which lose their significance, or which lost their relevance significantly. RCPA is important, but certainly not the way it used to be earlier. So whether and we'll say promoters or top management or marketing people, they must take note of this change in the ground level. Otherwise, marketing team or sales team, they will always remain in the different thought process and different activity level. They will not come on the same line, because understanding of reality of the sales team is something different, marketing team will be different, and promoters will be different. So we need to think with what has changed or what has moved in the industry. I hope this food for thought will help you, and you will think about how to take the RCPA forward and how to think about its relevance.